started thinking about being a dancer and a dance maker when I was quite young, and I knew I liked making dances, but I didn't have the opportunity to dance, and my sisters went to dancing. Then I got involved in drama and did that as a GCSE, which then gave opportunity to do dancing bits of the course, which then took me to thinking a bit more seriously about it, because it was the thing that I was the most interested in and the most excited by, which was about moving bodies in space. So I then went on to do A-level performing arts, which had more dance in it, and then I went to do a degree in drama and saw all the dancers in the other room dancing and thought, actually, I could do that. So I actually swapped courses and began then a career or training for my career in dance. Everybody's path with how they get to be a dancer is completely different, and it's down to the individual. Somebody might start going to dancing school when they're 5. Somebody might take up dancing when they're 17 and have a natural gift for it and then can go on to a school. Everybody in dance really, though, needs 3 years vocational training. That means 3 years learning the profession in terms of your body and technique and pushing yourself so that you're able to do what a choreographer, which is the dance maker, would ask you to do. As you're along the way with training in that 3 years, you find out there are other aspects of the career. So there could be a choreographer, which is the person who invents the steps. There could be a teacher who goes into schools and colleges and primary schools to teach steps to children who don't know how to dance. There could be a dance administrator, somebody who knows about dance and can then work in an office of a dance company. So there's so many different aspects of it, but you actually need 3 years vocational training in order to find out what your strengths are in that field. I'm director or artistic director of Pretty Good Girl Dance Theatre, and Pretty Good Girl Dance Theatre has been going now for about 5 years. And I decided at university that I wanted to make my own dances, partly because I wasn't very good at learning other people's, so I was recognising that my strength wasn't so much in learning other people's dances and being a dancer for someone else. It was about motivating others to do the steps that I did. Also, my drama background meant I got quite a good interest in telling stories, so this is a way for me to tell stories through dance. I set the company up just to make small dances, and as things go, I got a newspaper review from a national paper, so people started to be interested. I work in Somerset, where there isn't much happening in dance, so it sort of grew from an idea, a small project. It sort of got bigger and bigger until in the end I was actually teaching at the time, and I decided to leave my job as a teacher and become a full-time leader of a company and a freelance dance person. And that enabled me then to employ other people, to do the administration, to develop my website, to pay people, to learn about budgeting, to find work for other dancers, to find work for myself, to create dances, to book a tour. What it enabled me to do was learn 1,001 things I'd never thought existed in the dance world. So it's really exciting, but it is so much work. Those two things that give me a real buzz are, one is when you've come off after a performance and people really appreciate the work that you've done, and I don't mean you as a performer, but I mean the whole thing, so they've enjoyed the story. But the most important thing that I absolutely love is teaching somebody who has absolutely no dancing ability whatsoever, no confidence, and I watch them grow before my eyes. I don't care if they leave my dance class and never dance again in their lives, but they take with them a sense that they can do something and feel better about themselves and walk with their head high and just know that they enjoyed that hour with me. So it's about empowering people through movement, which is what really, really floats my boat. What I don't like is that it is a struggle. Every day is a struggle. If you're a dancer in London, you're queuing up with 700 other girls for an audition, or boys. That you are always writing invoices, wondering where the next work's coming from. You're reliant on your body. If you get injured, you can't continue if you're a dancer. What I also don't like is that it isn't a recognised career path, in that I have to raise money to do the shows that I do. So we don't actually make an income that's going to pay everybody as much as we'd like. So you have to raise funds from grants, and they aren't guaranteed. So what I don't like is there are no guarantees about the job whatsoever. I could fall over this afternoon and that would rewrite the whole story. I would be looking for a job as something else. And so it's a little bit of a fragile career. And I think if anybody has any concerns, there's a dancing school in London, and they ask them, they say, what would you do if you weren't going to be a dancer? And if you answer with something else, they say, well, go and do it, because this is a hard career. If you answer, I can't think of anything, this is what I want to be doing, then that's the right idea. You're not doing it for the money, you're doing it for the pleasure it gives you. Since Billy Elliot and all the television shows that are on a Saturday evening, there has been an absolute increase in demand for dance teachers. So if there is some young person going into the industry now, it's a really good time to go in if you know your styles, because everybody seems to want to dance. And also, we're starting to now think as a country to think about dance as a fitness tool, which we perhaps didn't do before. So that's great too. Gives everybody more work.